Hey, what's up guys? I just wanted to give you some tips with how to create some designs when you're running into that wall. When you're sitting in front of your computer drawing a blank on what to create. And I actually did this myself. I've done it in the past and then I just recently did it as well. One of the best ways, or one of the quickest ways to create designs that I've found is actually looking at my own designs. What I do is I run like a 90-day report for the previous 90 days and then the 90 days before that. So I'm actually looking at 180 days of sales. And I take that report and I print it out, and then I actually go through and I start at the higher numbers and I look at what is selling and I circle those. And I go through and I circle like the best selling shirts, and then I look at those and I think first, I look at the phrase and I say, can I create another shirt with this exact same phrase, just in a different design, different font, or maybe add a graphic, take a graphic away, tweak it some way to make a new design based on the selling design. And I can do that, 1 to 2 times maybe. And then I also look at, how well am I represented in this category? If I only have one design in this category and it's one of my top selling shirts, even if it's not selling that many, if it's one of my better performing shirts, then I need to put more shirts in that category. And so I start looking at that and think, what else along the same lines can I create off of this one design? And before I know it, I'll have, between the two methods, I'll have 2 to 4 shirts, off of this one design that I've had that's selling. And I actually work my way down. I look at the top ones first, and I don't do it to every shirt, of course. Some of them I'll look at it and I'll think, this was a Father's Day shirt. It's not Father's Day any longer, so I'm not going to be creating more Father's Day shirts right now because it just doesn't make sense. But I work my way down, and I'll actually go all the way down to designs where I've sold 3 shirts in the last 90 days or 2 shirts in the last 90 days, because even that, if I've sold 2 shirts in the last 90 days and I have the spots, if I have the slots to fill, then it's different. If I'm close to maxing out, then I might be more selective. But when I have the slots to fill, if I sold 2 shirts in the last 90 days in a specific niche, and this is the only design I have in that category, you know what? Well, if I'm selling 2 of that one design, maybe if I had 4 shirts or 6 shirts, then I might be selling 12 designs in a 90-day period, and then it could be worth it. So as long as I have the spots to play around with, I'll go all the way down to 2 or 3 shirts sold in the last 90 days and see what else I could create. Obviously I'm going to spend more time on the shirts that have sold 10 or 12 or 15. Those I'm going to hit harder than the ones that have sold 1 or 2 or 3. But even the shirts that I've sold, say, 6 in the last 90 days or 8 in the last 90 days, those are the ones that, I'm really hitting hard, because, they're the ones that I may have overlooked. If I sold 20 of one shirt in the last 90 days, I'm going to notice it. But if I sold, say, 4 or 5, and it's, one month, 3 another month, 2 another month, I might not realize that it's got some potential there, because I'm only seeing the number, I'm only seeing that shirt pop up every few weeks, so I'm not really realizing that that's a market that I'm missing out on. So yeah, if you are drawing blanks on ideas, that's what I would recommend. Go back through your old designs and see what you may be missing, how you can improve the designs you have, or maybe recreate the designs you've already created just using a different font, different color, to maybe just tweak it a little bit to get a new design out of it. And if all I'm doing is changing the fonts and I have a shirt that's selling, I'll leave the bullet points, the title, I'll leave all of that the same. So all I'm doing is copying and pasting. So it saves time and gives me another design. So anyway, hopefully you picked something up out of this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.